Alright, so today I'm making a video on how to install the sport bars from ninja650shop.com. This is the third version of them. I just bought them and they came today, so I'm ready to put them on. For starters, what you're going to need is you're going to need a ratchet, a screwdriver, you'll need a 10mm socket, you'll need a 8mm Allen wrench attachment and a 5mm Allen wrench, and that should be everything you need for the entire process. So you're going to need a 6mm Allen wrench to remove your bar ends. What I'm going to do is remove the clamp here, the clamp for the handlebar, the stock bar, and that is where the 10mm socket comes in. So let's remove this. Put that down. The next step, according to the instructions, is to come to the back here, and there are two screws here. This is the back of your kill switch housing here, and you need to loosen those two screws, but without completely removing them. I loosened these two screws here. You can see you got one here, one here. Don't take them off all the way. Let's see. Yeah, you don't want to unscrew them all the way because you don't want the housing to come apart, because then it's harder to put it back together once you're putting the new bars on. But basically, there's a pin from the housing, the kill switch housing, and you just need to loosen it enough so it clears the bar. So you pull that just loose enough where it does that. Now the instructions that I have, it tells you to disconnect the negative and the positive wires here from your kill switch housing to your brake cylinder piece here. And the reason it says that is because you can't pull off this housing if the two are connected, obviously. So I'm actually going to try something. Might be a bad idea, but we'll find out. With my 5mm Allen wrench, and instead of disconnecting those two, what I'm going to do is just take this off and slide them off together, and we'll see if that works. If it doesn't work, I won't put it in the video. So now that I've got that loosened, I'm going to try and remove both of these at the same time, which seems to work pretty good. Okay, and I'm going to let those rest on the side here. So, like I said, it did work actually, just to loosen the two screws on the back of the kill switch housing. And then rather than unplug my positive and negative switches here, cables here, I just loosened both of them and slid it all off at once. So hope that made sense. Now that we got that side off, we're going to move over here to your clutch side. Okay, so doing the clutch side now, it's actually, according to the instructions, a lot easier than the brake side, because these two housings you have here, you have your housing here with the horn on it and your lights, and then you have your cylinder for the clutch, your clutch cylinder. Now these are okay, according to the instructions, to completely separate. You can completely take these off, and you won't really have any issues. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so got my there we go. Got my horn housing, my blinker housing off, and now I just need to do the same with the cylinder here. And don't lose your pieces. Okay. Once you've got this off, then your bar is completely removed. Put that down. And you are done removing your stock bars. Okay, so now we're moving on to installing the new sport bars to the bike. Sport bars will come with hardware. There's 2 sets of 4 here, and you have your 4 larger ones. These are 6mm. Use a 6mm Allen wrench, and these will be what you need for this first step in putting your clamp on in the middle. Okay, and you're done with the first step, getting these clamps on. Make sure all your bolts are tight, and then we could move on to the bars. Alright, so the next step, we're going to put on the throttle side bar first. Your bars are almost identical, but they both have different holes here, different slots. Now you want to look, make sure you're holding them both in the same direction. This is the bar end side. You see the other side doesn't have a hole. This is your bar end side. Now your throttle side bar is going to be the one with the hole here furthest away from your bar end. So that's going to be this one. As you can see, this one has the slot furthest away from the bar end side. So this is going to be your throttle side bar. Okay, so we're sliding this in, and you're going to want, make sure your bar end is facing out, and you're going to want your hole to be facing outward towards the front of the bike. So we're going to slide this in, and we're going to get it through both the kill switch housing and then here our brake housing. We want to slide that all the way in. Now obviously if you push it farther than the throttle tube, you've obviously gone too far, but I'd push it back a little bit so I could see where the hole is. You're going to want to face it straight outward and slide it back in. There we go. It kind of snapped into place, and that's how you know you've got it lined up right. We're going to go ahead and tighten this housing up. And then you can get the bar and start to slide it in. Now, according to the instructions, you want the back end of the bar to be coming out of the back here just about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, you don't want it to be perfectly flush, you want it to come out 1/4 of an inch. So the next step is putting on the clutch side bar, starting with the horn button housing here. just like the throttle side, you have a locator hole, is actually what they call it, and there's a locator pin on the inside of this housing. So when you slide this in, okay, you want to line up this pole with, I guess this is the pin here. Once you have those two lined up and connected, you can screw these back on. Now, then you're good to go ahead and slide your bar in. Once you have this, remember, about 1/4 of an inch through, tighten your clamps. Clamps are tight, and you have your bars on. That's it. Your bars are installed. All you need to do now is put on your grips, either your old ones if you use your old ones, or put on some new ones. The last step here is to get your grips on. For me, I use the same ones I had before, and I hate doing that. Getting them off is the worst part, but this is the easy part. You could use grip glue, which I don't, because if I did, I wouldn't have been able to get these off this time. So you could also use hairspray and spray it in your grip, and what that will do is it'll lube the grip so you can slide it right on, but then it'll dry in about, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something. Get this on. Once you have it to your liking, it's facing the right direction, and just let it dry. You know, make sure everything is facing the right direction. If your levers are raised a little too high, which they are kind of for me, not what I used to at least, but could just be a different riding position. But you know, just adjust things, make sure everything works good. But lock to lock, I'm clear on both sides with the windshield. The only thing I have to worry about is just these cables, but when are you ever lock to lock when you're riding? So not bad. I like it. I hope you guys can still see. Kind of took me a while making the video and also never doing it before, but hope this was helpful. YouTube channel, Mr. Tinman 818. Check it out for anything else. I'll have some more videos up soon. Also, I'll put a video up soon of a ride with them, just kind of show the new feel, the new look, and see how it goes from there. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. If there's any confusion, feel free to leave a comment. Alright, thanks guys.